guys, welcome back to another video. In today's lesson we're going to be talking about upgrading your basic chords to 7th chords. Those beautiful chords that you've probably heard a million times in your favourite songs but never knew how to play, or you've known how to play and you want to understand how they're built. So I'm going to kind of teach you today how you can analyse a chord and build a 7th chord from any of your basic chords. At the beginning of this video I played a 4-chord sequence twice. The first chord in its basic form was an A major chord. So that's chord number 1. We're in the key of A major. Then we go to the 3 chord, which is C sharp minor, the 3 chord. And then we go to the 2 chord, which is B minor, sorry, and then E major, which is the 5 chord. And the 5 chord loves to resolve to the A chord or the 1 chord. That's why it's good to write a song with a 5 chord just before the 1. You don't have to, but it works really well. What we're going to do next is we're going to analyze all 4 of these chords and we're going to create 7th chords. So we're going to go from this to this. We're going to go from this to this. This to this, this to this. Okay, so first of all, let's look at our basic A major shape. And this is an open A major chord. The top string, the low E, is not played, as you can see an X there. Then we have the root, which is an A. Then we've got the perfect 5th, which is an E. Then we've got the root again, an octave higher, which is an A of course, and then we've got the 3rd, which is the C sharp, and then we've got a perfect 5th with the open E. So we've got 2 5ths in there, 1 3rd and 2 roots. Now the rule for making a basic major chord is to have a root, a major 3rd and a perfect 5th. What we need to do to create a major 7th chord with this is take out one of these notes. Now, we can take out the 5th, it's not that important. We can actually take out the root, but luckily we have 2 to spare, so it doesn't matter which one we have. So we need to work out where a major 7th is. Now, a major 7th in terms of harmonizing the A major scale would be 1 note below the root. So we're going to be going down 1 fret and we have a major 7th. So already we've created a major 7 chord by taking away a root note. Now what we could do is we could do it with a different note. So let's put that back. We could do it with the perfect 5th because we know we want to get rid of those. That's going to be quite a way up here though. That's going to be on the 4th fret. There's our major 7. So it would look like this. So that's a really cool major 7th inversion. Or we had our first one. I do love that second one actually. So there you go, and you could actually have 2 lots of major 7ths in there, so we could play it like this. That's a beautiful chord. So there we go, we've converted our basic major chord into a major 7 chord. If you don't know about the cage system, I'll put a link to a video all about it up here. We can take this shape now and play in all 12 keys. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it up 1. But we're going to have to move some fingers about because we're going to bar the 1st fret. So we're going to recreate this note. Let's move all these up. So let me show you what I mean. So if we take all these shapes and then move them up a fret like this. Do you want to update the root note? Yes. We've now created B flat major 7. We've basically just got to use different fingers. So we're going to use our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D, and then our pinky underneath on the B string. And then bar that shape. So now we've got a movable bar shape. So wherever you put that, wherever your root is, that's going to be the key. So B flat, B, C major 7, and so on. So you basically now have a major 7 shape that you can move all over the fretboard. So you don't have to just use it as an A major 7. Next up, let's look at our C sharp minor chord. So this is actually another A shape, a minor A shape that's movable. But what we're going to do is we're going to analyze this shape and work out how to make this C sharp minor 7. Now, the same kind of concept with minor chords, basic minor chords. You need a root, you need a minor 3rd and a perfect 5th. And once again, the 5th you can get rid of. It's not the end of the world. You can just have loads of 3rds and roots. But the important thing is to have a root and a minor 3rd to make it a minor chord. Anyway, so what we want to do is we want to harmonize this to 7th degree to make this a minor chord. Sorry, something I probably didn't mention before is it was harmonized to the 5th degree. All basic chords are harmonized to the 5th degree. So your major chords, your minor, diminished, augmented, they have roots, 3rds and 5ths, whether they're flattened or sharpened or natural. Okay, so bearing that in mind, now what we're going to do is we need to find a minor 7th. So once again, this is quite close to the roots because you've got root, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7 in your minor scale, your natural minor scale. So that means obviously after the flat 7, you're going to go back to the root. So if we go down 2 frets, instead of, if we go down 1 fret, that's the major 7, we don't want that. Go down another one, it's the flat 7. So we've now created C sharp minor 7. Just by moving our root note down 2. So this is going to change our fingering slightly. Well, it's not really, it's going to make life easier technically. We're going to take our pinky off and then we have C sharp minor 7. Jobs are good. And then once again, you can add in that extra minor 7th above the flat above the perfect 5th. So there you go. And let's delete that. So you could get this kind of chord where you've got two minor 7ths in there. So that's a really cool shape as well. And once again, you could, well, you can't actually have this shape because you're using your first finger to bar. I was going to say you can have the 5th back in, the root back in, sorry, and then play that shape. But you can't with this particular one. But what you could do is you could put that there and you could not play this shape, this root, sorry. Let's delete that. And we'll make this still the root here. But we're not going to play the A string. So we can go like this, we can play the 2 different shapes. Then we've got 2 different inversions for your C sharp minor 7. The options are endless, so all you need to do is analyze your different intervals and then move them around. So in terms of the theory, you need to have certain notes to make it a certain chord. And finally, we have our E chord, our 5th chord. So let's take a look at that. So we have a root, perfect 5th, root, major 3rd. Oh, I didn't fill that bit out. We have another open one there. There's a perfect 5th, and then a root again. Now, the 5th chord is actually a dominant 7 chord. So the 5th chord in anything harmonized to the 7th degree always is a dominant chord. And what this means is there will be a root, it will be a major 3rd, not a minor 3rd, a perfect 5th, but a minor 7th. So it's the same as a minor chord, but it's actually a major chord. Well, it's not even a major chord, it's a dominant chord because it has a minor 7 and a major 3rd. So once again, we want to create a minor 7. So we know if we take our root once again and move it down 2 frets, you're going to get a minor 7. So now we have a minor 7 chord, E7 chord. And all you've got to do is take your 3rd finger off and there's your chord. Now, like we did earlier, we can take the octave of this, which is going to be here, and we can add another minor 7 in there. Add your pinky on the 3rd fret there, and you're adding another 7th, and we're getting rid of that other perfect 5th there, so we delete that. So there is your E dominant 7, and there you have it. That is how you upgrade your basic chords. That's it for the lesson today. If you want the PDF chord charts for this, they are linked in the description. Just sign up with your email and they'll get sent over to you right away. Thank you so much, guys, for checking this video out. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. It really helps me out. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Oh,